Hello, welcome back. I'm Jeff Byers, and I'll be taking you through how to model lips in this particular video. I'm going to go ahead and create a polygon plane. To get started, let's go in the front view. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the face template so we kind of get an idea how we're going to be doing this. So the thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go in here and create these the lips, and I'll show you how to do that. So we're going to go into the perspective view, we're going to go into create, we're going to go do polygon primitives and then plane. We're going to go ahead and edit, reset settings, and go ahead. We want this to be projected along these z-axes. So we don't need that many divisions. Let's go ahead and change that to 1 and 1. I should have done that earlier in the option box, but it's okay. No harm done. We're going to add the same texture that we do for the eye. So we're just going to right click over it, go to assign existing material, and click on the eye texture. Alright. We're going to move that forward to the mouth. Let's go ahead and just move that forward now. Right about there. That's good. Alright, so Control A. We have transparency up for the eye texture. Oh, actually this should be face, shouldn't it? Yeah, assign existing material face. Okay. And so let's go ahead and turn up transparency to about 50%. Let's go ahead and scale that down. Something we can manage here. Okay, don't worry if we're not exactly perfect, but let's go in here and go ahead and set that up. Alright, so we're going to go along this template down to here, and we're going to extrude in. So we're going to kind of bring it down, extrude it, and then come back up again. Alright, so let's click on this edge right here. I'm on edge loop mode, and I'm going to go ahead and click on extrude. Now I've already got that up here, so I'm going to move that and down, and of course I'm going to move this like that. Select edge, and let's go ahead and extrude again. And hit the W key, and I go ahead and just move it where I need it. And it gets a little bit hard to see what's happening even in the wireframe, but what we can do is we are going to go ahead and extrude that one more time. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and rotate this. Move it just a little bit like that. And we're going to extrude that again. W key, move that down a little bit. And extrude this again. I'm going to go ahead and hit the G key now. Pretty easy to do. Okay. And then we're going to rotate that. And we can scale this a little bit. Rotate a little bit more. And move this up a little bit. Like that. Okay. And move that up like that. We're going to go ahead and move some vertices around here a little bit. And There we go. So again, we're going to kind of follow this and up and around. Going to hit the extrude again. And you can, of course, pause this by hitting the space bar if you're watching it with a video player. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and extrude that again. Okay, so that's pretty good, right? Again, we want to curve this so it fits a little bit better with how the lips are actually formed. We really don't want to add too many faces right now. We want to keep it very simple, very low poly at this point. I'm going to go ahead and move this back. I'm going to hit the 3 key. I'm going to rotate this. This kind of adds volume. I'm going to rotate that. So it automatically adds volume to the vertices. So I'm going to rotate that. And I'm also going to rotate, whoops. Click off, select these guys, rotate these guys. Okay, and move back a little bit. Okay. So it's really important to rotate as you're moving. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here so far. The corners of the mouth, let's go ahead and see what we can do with those. Let's rotate those a little bit. Move them back a little bit. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and select the whole thing. Move it forward a little bit. Okay, so we're just doing a very small section of the lips right now. And we don't want that curved too much. We want that to kind of hit right in the middle. So we're going to take these guys right here, on the very top, and move those out so they're flat, like that. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to do... Okay, now we're going to do the bottom portion of this lip here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and extrude outwards. And we're going to hit the 1 key, so get that back where we had it. Alright, so we're going to take this edge here. And I'm just going to select the inside edges right now, like that. There we go. And we're just going to extrude that in, so scale that in. So we're just going to scale that in. Okay, like that. Let's scale it in from the green in. Okay. Or scale it in all together. And then move it up a bit. There we go, so we can see both of them. There we go. So what we want to do is we kind of want to move these vertices around. This one's going to be right about there. That one's going to be right about there. It's going to kind of, you have to be really careful how you set these up. These guys right here, move those back a little bit. Okay, move that down, move this down. Okay, so let's go into the perspective view. And as you can see, we've got this edge that's going in. Okay, and let's select these two guys right here and move those in a little bit more so we can see them a little bit better. And then we're going to move these back into the corner of the mouth. Okay. And that's what that's going to look like. And hit the F key so I can see them a little bit better. And rotate around them. That's kind of how it's working right now. And we're going to go ahead and select that. And I'm going to go ahead and move this vertex over. Okay, and then we're going to go in here. Okay, so you can see where we're at with that lip, the top lip. We don't want to be moving them too far over. So we want to bring that over to that and bring it down a little bit. Okay, so it looks like that. Now this is being pushed out now. Let's go ahead and push that back in. Okay. We're going to line that up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we get something like that. Okay. Okay, so this is the top of the lip coming down. The bottom lip is looking good. We're just going to move this one over a little bit so it's not pulling too far over. So I'm going to push it out and push it in. See how I'm following that ridge right here all the way around? Okay. That's moved too far in, so pull that back out again a little bit. Okay. Move that down. There we go. Alright, so that looks really, really good. We're going to take this guy right here, pull that over to the side, go to the front view now. And I know this part's a little bit tricky, but it'll start looking pretty good. And I'm going to hit the 3 key so you can kind of see and get an idea what it looks like with it smooth. So you can see we got some nice smoothness there for the lips. The lips are kind of tricky to get right. There we go. Okay, hit the 1 key again. Alright, so far so good. Now we're going to go ahead and extrude out again. This time we're going to extrude outwards. So I'm going to click on just the outside edge. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and extrude outwards like that. It's going to look kind of funny. That's okay. Let's get it started. And then what you do is just select it and move the vertices around. So you can see how this all starts to look. Looks pretty good. Flatten that out a little bit more. Okay. That looks great. So I'm pretty happy with that, how that's looking. And there's not much curvature there, but we can kind of start tweaking that as we go along. So here's the bottom lip. Pull that out. Make adjustments with that. Hit the 3 key. Start making adjustments to the upper lip. Pulling those out. Pushing and pulling in. Oh. That looks pretty good. Like that. And let's hit the 1 key. Okay, that's our lips. Let's go ahead and turn transparency down so we can see what we have so far. This is what we have so far as lips go. And the template, and how it's all looking and working together. Okay. So we'll stop right here with the lips and we'll move on to working with the nose.